Welcome into the Snapped Podcast, my personal audio journal. My name is Tyler Kluber. I'm a personal trainer and podcaster, but it gets a little bit deeper than that. And this show is going to give you an inside look on my thoughts concerning health and fitness, business, mindset, and creating the life that you feel lucky to live. I hope you enjoy the show. Sit back, relax, and let's have a day. Oh, we're back. We're back again. Got some good response from last week's episode. Hey, man, we got a squad out there that's listening to the Snap Podcast, and y'all are tight. It's a small community. It's like a little, very small cult. We could fit on a plantation or a ranch if we wanted to, and make our own, grow our own vegetables and be self-sustaining. That's what this is. I'm in the dark today. It's a dark-ish day in general. Lights are off in my office. I am standing up. I'm 20 minutes away from just going and crushing some lunch. Real excited about lunch today. Because I'm going to make some hamburger helper. That's not your average lunch for me. But it's going to be made with turkey, which is a little bit leaner, I guess, if we're going to talk about the nutritional relevant side of this. And we're going to split it in half, and it's going to be delicious. It's 3 cheese hamburger helper. And I'm going to smack some raspberries. I have raspberries and broccoli every lunch. And that's about it. Maybe some cottage cheese for a little extra protein. More importantly, this week, and shout out to him because he is one of the listeners. He would be on that ranch with us, riding horses and fucking digging wells for water. That is my brother, Zach Kluber. He's probably listening to this in the car right now. Shout out. He is coming out to work out with me this week, maybe next week. Who knows? Because he is in the process of just graduated from college to now moving to where he's going to be next. So he's in a transition period, doesn't have a gym to work out in. So he's driving out here. He's bringing me Crumble cookies. He's our cookie chauffeur for me and Lauren, the wife, because we love Crumble and they're only in Ankeny. And he's coming out to work out with me. Came out yesterday, bitched out on Monday because I gave him a 20-minute CrossFit Metcon. That was it. And because he doesn't do those very often, the burpees and a little bit of running lit his calves up. That was actually Sunday. So then he bitched out Monday because he was recovering. And then yesterday, Tuesday, we put him through the ringer a little bit. There's a yawn. Respect. Did a little lift warm-up piece. We hit an echo bike piece that went pretty hard. And then we finished with some accessory work. And that is probably the same sort of structure that we'll do today. Of course, that's on top of a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm doing. It's like half or maybe slightly under half of my total daily volume. But for him, props to him. He stepped up and he's like, hey, I'm going to come out and I just want to do what you're doing. He's no longer in college, so he's not playing football anymore. And for a while, he's been doing some bodybuilding stuff, but still has a little bit of a competitive itch. So wants to do some CrossFit stuff, stay lean, keep that metabolism high. You know what I'm talking about? So he's like, hey, we'll just do what you do, which is plenty of lifting and stuff, but a lot of CrossFit Metcons as well. And anybody who signs up for that, hey, props to them, right? You're stepping into a war room, especially with somebody like me who, again, not going to toot my own horn, but just based off of the level I'm at in CrossFit, I'm at the highest level. I mean, I don't know where you want to put that cutoff, but I'm a top 400 CrossFit athlete in the country. top 800 in the world. And for somebody who doesn't do CrossFit workouts, yeah, you're stepping into the fire there if you want to train with someone like that. Especially when we did a partner workout where my rest relies on his work period, and more specifically and more significantly, his rest relies on my work period. We did a you go, I go type of situation. And that's what today's podcast is about, is having a partner, but not just in workouts, just in your fitness and health ecosystem. Does that word play here? Maybe. It's potentially one of the most important things. And this is a little bit hypocritical coming out of my mouth, which I fully understand, because I do not have 99% of the time, unless Zach, my brother, comes and works out with me, I do not 99% of the time have someone that I'm training with. I work out of my garage. I don't really have friends or colleagues in the space either. Now, granted, I am on the side of the space where it can be a lot more self-led, right? I'm a coach. It is my passion. It is my background, my education. It is what I love to do. It is what makes me happy, right? Is working out, eating clean, looking good, feeling good, right? And then in turn, helping other people do that, i.e. my clients. So I guess preface this statement with, for those on their own journey, or someone who is working on their health, or is in a transformation, or is trying to set a routine, this is for you. Someone who struggles to find motivation to get to the gym as often as they know they should. Someone who struggles to put the meals on their plate, or the specific foods on their plate, in portions that they know they should. Someone who struggles to say no to the things that will derail you on your way to your health and fitness and nutrition goals. Potentially the best intervention that you can afford yourself is the buddy system. And it sounds cheesy, and it's not always the most well received. In fact, if I needed this, I don't know if it would work great for me. Well, it would, in the sense of working out. In the realm of this, I guess it would, because even though I am who I am, and I'm very singular and individual, and call it lonely, right? I work out alone. I make all my food alone. All the people I follow on Instagram and the podcasts I listen to, the people in my life that I actually connect with, my family, my friends, my wife, nobody follows them. I literally I've cultivated my own world online as a who I follow versus who I'm kind of hanging out with and living with, right? And being around. But I very much so enjoy when I get to work out with somebody. Working out with Zach yesterday was elite, right? It makes you go harder in the workouts. It makes you try more. You have someone to be accountable to. You don't want to be the one naturally that's not pulling your weight, maybe literally, or figuratively, but actually literally, in the sense of working out with somebody. You don't want to be the one that makes the workout harder for the other person. So you're going to give your best effort. You don't want to be the one who, this, and it's not so much as relevant on the nutrition side of things, because you're not, well, maybe you are, Maybe it's a coworker, or maybe it's a family member, or someone that you do eat the majority of your meals with, and they can actually be there to see, hey, fuck face, what are you doing with 3 donuts on your plate, fatty? Not a lot of protein in those donuts. Those aren't going to help the recovery that much, huh? Right? You can be out there, at on a weekend or multiple weekends in a row, like, hey, buddy, you're drinking a lot. Not going to help with the muscle building and feeling good on Monday when we need to go back to the gym to stay in our routine. Like, it's accountability buddies, accountability buddies, right? It works. It's the most solid intervention that you can have, especially for people. And this is most people, I've found, right? Most people are this way. Most people are not going to find joy in eating clean and having a consistent nutritional routine. Most people are not going to find joy in hitting the gym and craving muscle burn and soreness and that hard fire breathing that you get from a hard cardio workout. Most people don't wake up like I do on a daily basis and fucking live for that. And I have to remember that sometimes. All the time, I have to remember that when I'm talking to my clients, but I have to literally realize that the mindset and approach that I have to each day is completely different than 99% of people, even those who are like kind of into fitness. Like, yeah, I go to the gym and I try to eat clean. I'm on a whole other level. For me, it's easy. I wake up and there's no fucking choice. It's cardio time. We're working out. I eat lunch, noon rolls around. Guess what? Session 2. We got 90 minutes to a couple hours and we're grinding. Most people don't even have the ability to fit that into their schedule, let alone then enjoy it. Right? And they don't need to. But the point is that, okay, you don't enjoy it that much, or it's tough, or instead of me, a guy like me being motivated 99 times out of 100, maybe you're only motivated like 65 times out of 100. 2/3 of the time you're like, cool, you can get to the gym, you can eat the clean food, whatever. But like 1/3 of the time, damn, it would be nice if something else was anchoring to your routine and consistency. And that something else, the strongest thing that you can fill in that gap of something else is going to be a friend for accountability, or a partner, or someone who also, even better, someone who also is trying to make changes. If you find somebody who's already fit, someone who's already, let's just say like somebody like me has made it, right? They're past the point of, we need to get into a routine. Like, no, they have a routine. They know what they're doing for the rest of their life. It's even better if you find someone who's also on the journey to, I need to find what's sustainable for me for the rest of my life. I need to find my forever. I need to find my nutritional forever. I need to find my exercise forever. And that doesn't mean you do the same thing forever, but you find the broad pillars of what's going to set the routine and consistency for you to maintain. And then you can fuck with the details. Oh, we go paleo this year, keto for 3 months or whatever, but you're still doing something. You're actively being consistent towards something. And if you could find somebody else who is also trying to get there, that accountability between the two of you, now it's like, now instead of, oh, I don't want to be the one to slack in the workout on the nutrition side of things, it looks like, oh, I don't want to be the one who has to one, lie to my partner, right? And it's, you can lie, but eventually you're going to be like, well, you're fat and I'm not. So I don't think you've been following the rules here. So you don't want to have to be the one to either lie or B, tell the truth and be like, yo, I'm sorry, man. I cheated on our diet. I had fucking Wendy's this weekend. I had 6 cookies last night. I'm sorry. I'll do better tomorrow. Like, you just naturally, as a human, you don't want to let other humans down. We're fine with letting ourselves down for some reason. We as a people, I'm not. I don't fucking like letting myself down. But other people, we are more inclined naturally to, will come through for them. We'll work harder for them in the gym. We'll show up to the gym for them, right? We'll stay committed to the stretching or the hydration or whatever goals you set together. Find a buddy. Find a buddy out there to work out with, or get into a routine with, or set goals with, or chase after a goal with. It makes it all the better. I truly wish, and it's something that I lack. And if I was really trying to, well, I mean, it's not even like I haven't pursued it. If I was trying to win the games, like if I was actually dedicating the next 3 to 5 years of my life, probably 3 to 4 years of my life, to being a games level CrossFit athlete, I would 100%, my workouts would shift to max, maybe 60% of them being alone in my garage. I would need at least 40% of the time spent working out to be at a gym with other people. Because on the elite level, on the very top level, in a partner workout or with partners that you're chasing in the same workout, you will go harder. If you have someone next to you who's doing the same workout, you will push harder to beat them. When you're alone, you have to trust yourself that you're going to push as hard as you possibly can. And oftentimes in the middle of a workout, over the course of, if you're in a 10-minute workout, that's 600 seconds. And every second is an opportunity to say, I'm going as hard as I can, when you're really not. While people who are working out together in a gym, there is no, I'm going as hard as I can. It's, well, that person beat me in the workout. And if I want to try and beat them, maybe I have to push as hard as I possibly can to do it. Maybe I don't beat them, but they were at least there as a marker for me to chase after. You don't always get that by yourself. There's someone to talk to about strategy, how to do specific things, talk to in between just to keep you company. Most of the elite CrossFitters have a training group, at least a training partner. If not, more common is a group of 4 to 6 people that train every single day together. A rising tide lifts all ships, in a way, if you know what I'm saying. And I won't have that for this year, really, my CrossFit, my competitive CrossFit career. I definitely go and work out with people, right? For the open, I go up to the gym and do it with, against people, because that's when it's prime time. Cole Fish, who is a former teammate of mine, 2 years older than me, played at Iowa, is now big into CrossFit as well. And to cap this thing off, we are actually doing a partner competition in 2.5 weeks. It is Wednesday today. On Saturday, we'll be 2 weeks out from my first ever CrossFit competition. He's done multiple. It's a local in Waukee. We're trying to win the motherfucker. And I promise that the partner aspect, in fact, the first workout was just released today. I promise that the partner aspect of it will have me reaching and going harder than I have in the last 2 months of training, most on average. I've definitely gone there a couple times, but it's, I will die for points. I will die to win that competition. And that competition in a doubles format, which is what it is going to be pretty damn fun compared to like if it was a singles competition. So, and I think this maybe tracks outside of fitness and nutrition as well. It's not really relevant to me, but having a partner, I mean, you know, in its most basic form, it's like having a significant other, right? Having a life partner, someone to walk through life with, having good friends, having good colleagues or business people or like-minded people that push you forward and help you go places you could not go by yourself. You got to have somebody like that. Got to. And it could be the thing that takes you from the person who flips and flops from this diet to the next diet, from this gym to the next gym, from this routine to the next routine, to a person who finally finds some sort of consistency for a sustainable period of time and maybe falls into, holy smokes, I'm now a person who's considered disciplined and consistent. It takes a while to get there. I think 6 months is generally what's considered you're finally consistent, like you actually do something instead of like you're just trying something. But you can't get to 6 months unless you do the first day or the first week or the first month. And to do those, having a buddy or a partner or someone who's going to hold you accountable, it's going to make it a hell of a lot easier, especially when you don't want to internally. They can be your external. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Go find yourself a partner. Keep kicking ass. We'll talk next time. Peace.